exactly. Boys, it looks like we're ready to go live here.
Oh,
Yeah.
how lovely. All
Straight
right,
into
so
the
we are
action.
live.
It's going to be ENCE NRG once again, but this time on NRG's best map. ENCE were the ones who picked up train their best, and we'll see what can be happening here.
Oh, quick rush towards the B-bomb site. Ethan leading the charge. Nobody from ENCE around. They did the opposite of what you want to do, Mohan.
What's that?
They have 1 player towards B and 4 people going aggro towards Fountain.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Let's see if you match up with the mastermind, Alexi.
I feel like that's just such a default though, just going for B on pistol on CT side.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that the answer. Okay.
Big, That's
Oh
the
my
wettest
God.
bottom we've seen today.
Oh my God, is that worse
hate to
than,
see that.
Was that worse than Apex?
That is worse than
That's
Apex.
the wettest bottom
The
we've
MP9
seen
spray?
all day.
The Apex MP9 spray?
Oh, no,
Talk
yeah.
about it.
Nathan is like, I don't want to talk about it.
Where you at? Yeah,
That was
that's
the weirdest
crazy.
round.
You
Yeah,
still
that
won,
was-
though.
Well, so did NRG, thankfully. But
Oh my
that was,
goodness.
Oh, man.
That was
Sir.
Wow.
Like, he was on form. Like, he was looking primed to take that.
This is great, yeah.
Can we get a replay
Can
of
we
that?
slow this
Just
down
that.
even
Oh,
more?
here we
Slow
go.
down even more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh
9, 10,
my
11,
God.
12. Is that 12?
Can we get a slow
He hit him
motion
with
of
one
that?
bullet.
Yeah,
Was that
that
12?
is.
He was 1 for 12.
That's nuts.
Oh.
man. Okay, maybe next round.
We need a slow motion.
Yeah, let's
of
get
that.
that back. 'cause that was.
Can we get a graphic for wettest bottom award?
No, he is definitely getting that. Here we go, just cleaning
Okay.
it up.
I will say one thing I really like about ENCE's like eco rounds is that they do everything by committee and they do it fast.
You know what they call them?
What do they
What?
call them?
The fin air.
Oh,
Thin air.
Okay.
Nice.
I thought you were
like
gonna
that.
make a
that.
sweet joke there. It's like when we called it Swedish ecos because way back when, like when you played
Actually,
CO rules,
the
you
actual-
would just suicide and spawn when you lost pistol.
Yeah, the real fin air strategy is actually on CT Dust 2 when you just rush up middle.
Oh,
Yeah, suicide.
That's like an OG
Well,
thing.
that's
it's
what you did in-
It's from way back in 1.6.
I mean, you guys brought that out even when you guys were playing in 3D Max, and even before that.
Yeah.
What was the name of that team when you play with?
Curse and
Yeah, it was
Hawks.
Curse. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Curse. Man,
That's 6,
Old
7
strats
years
never
ago.
die.
No, why should they?
I mean, eventually the meta will come back to a point where they are efficient again, right?
What was the name of the strat on Inferno where everyone nades down banana and then runs to A? That's like people have been doing that for 20 years.
I don't think that. I think that's just like a nade banana. Like I don't think it's that. I don't think it's
Not very
Not very
inspiring.
catchy, dude. Okay.
Dropping the old school statics here. This is unbelievable.
Oh, you
None of
have the snake and everything, like all those kind of things that just are mainstay.
I'm just going to say none of the aggression I
VP
was
snake.
advertising earlier.
Yeah. I mean, still a pretty good setup, though. 2 on
Yeah.
site, 1 long. They can hold this. I really don't like when T's only go through bathrooms, but
Sure.
they can smoke long at least if they want to, and then they have 2 on the site.
How do you
They have
feel?
to fight.
Well, how do you feel about again, like with because they're low utility because of it's a third round buy? Shouldn't they be aggressive?
Yeah, I feel like it, but then it does help if Aloe gets all these headshots with an AWP.
It works.
That needed to be a kill.
Oh, that was a good flash. Wow, that actually helped
But
a
this
lot.
is-
they don't know.
that
about
Oh, they
that
just
yet.
forgot about it completely?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
If only he was a little bit more patient.
Yeah, if you knock that first one
Took
down
a steeper
right away.
angle.
Yeah.
Could see more. Get more information.
Guess guy number 2 first.
But hey, I mean, you know, but we're backseat driving here, so
That's true.
It's our specialty.
yeah,
It's a lot
exactly.
easier from here.
Exactly.
They can potentially get on the bomb if they'd like to, but they don't have kits.
Yeah, I think this is get
good
out
bait.
of town.
Oh, wow. Dude, these flashes are so good. I mean, some of them are only slightly hitting them, but it's just enough.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't feel NRG are as good on Overpass since the swap from Fugly to Tarek. I don't think they're as much of a dominant side, at least on their CT sides.
Yeah, Fugly
But I think
actually had
that's
some
a-
very complicated roles where he would follow Cirque around with Daps.
Yeah.
They go help him op A. They'd help him push to B. And now Tarek has to come in. It's like there's very specific protocols
And
they
it's a
follow.
very different kind of way of playing from what Tarek is used to in his former teams, right?
Yeah.
But again, like it's still early days in that sense, so they might have got improved, you know, significantly on that end. It's not like they were bad by any means either. They just were not as dominant because they were, you know, in contention for being one of the world's, or if not the best team in the world on Overpass for a time.
Yeah. I made a video just about Cirque on this map because he was so good.
Oh yeah,
So
just felt hopeless going towards A.
yeah.
Then you got Ethan and Breezy playing lights out on B. It's like yeah.
Oh. An opportunity missed.
Not a
That
ton
was
of
awkward.
info there. The counter boost. try.
I
to
feel
get
like
it
I can
correct.
never use any sort of boost on this B site without getting spammed to death whenever I play.
They have 4 smokes, so do you know what they're gonna do? Are they just gonna wait to see which site is picked and then they just re-smoke it?
I'm not sure,
Or
but
they
probably, I
choke
mean,
it?
it does seem like trying to delay it as much as possible.
But,
So,
Try to force them to do like a hasted decision, basically.
So what's your take on this? Like, where do you smoke off on the B bomb side? Because I was playing a bit with Maniac, and he had the philosophy of you never ever smoke off short on B. All of your smokes from the designated B holders go towards monster every single time.
that's interesting. I've never actually given that much thought. I thought both would be pretty good to smoke, but
Yeah, like I figured like I get the idea because then you kind of close off one section of the map,
Yeah.
or one entrance to the bomb site. But oh, okay,
well,
That's not
bit
good.
eager.
okay. Well, it looks like NRG are picking the correct sites. We'll see if everything goes swimmingly now. Sergey's gonna look like he might have walked through the smoke, but he'll.
This is a situation where
safe
like the
about it.
smoke bloom could have been, the old smoke bloom could have been funky, right?
Yeah, has anyone actually had the time to try and like investigate on?
We just asked all the players
They
who've
just
been
synced
here.
it up.
They say that it's equal on both sides.
All they did was make it server side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a massive change though.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah,
Should have been done 7 years ago.
exactly. I was gonna
Well,
say.
they're careful about what they choose to make server side. So if they made everything server side, cheating wouldn't even be possible. But the reason that things have to be client side is because the game has to have like a low enough latency and input delay.
Yeah.
But if they make things server side, that makes it harder to have that.
More choppy and stuff too,
Yeah,
right? Like
so-
if the registration are both server side, then you have situations in which we could both die at the same time. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
of,
that's
like,
not
flight
possible
time,
right now. Yeah. So like blood spatter and stuff that doesn't matter. They try to make that client side so that it's fine, but bodies spawning differently for people, that could be a problem. But
Ragdolls,
They wait
yeah.
until people make noise about it because they don't want to make too many things server sided.
Like that's been a thing actually, which is kind of weird. Like how ragdolls, if you're far enough away from a player that dies on one side of the map, and you're
view
on the opposite
distance
side,
of the
when you
model,
get
yeah.
back to that point, if there's the same person who's defending that bomb site, that ragdoll could still be there. But for the guy who's been rotated around from the other side of the map, he won't have that ragdoll, and it can
Yeah.
actually obstruct vision. Which is why, like, back in CSS, you'd have ragdoll physics that you could actually remove. So the second they die, they just kind of disappear from the map.
SV_ragdoll physics enable 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, you would remember that.
I know, trust me.
It was like one of the must-have commands
Yeah.
in Source. Pikmit was for a while as well until that got
Pick
forced by
-5,
Z-Block.
you could have like Minecraft CSS. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
You
A
could
lot of
change
fun.
textures.
Yeah, the Picnic. It was like it made it like just like almost 2D.
Lego.
Like it removed every single texture
Oh,
from the game.
okay.
Which is great for
Ooh.
FPS.
Damn, that's huge. And they don't know for sure if that's also the monster player they killed. They just know that it's like one of the right side players, so that makes monster significantly weaker. But CTs can obviously move back into that position.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Put it around.
A reverse
It's a lot of
spam.
value.
That's crazy. Tell us about how mad you are right now, Alu. Or Alu. I know.
Ollie's probably pretty mad too.
Yeah, he's not probably happy, is he? I'm not mad.
He's like, guys, what the fuck is going on B?
Why you die? Nah, he's a stone cold guy in these type of situations.
Oh shit. Yeah, he only saw one, so I mean, but his teammate is rotating 2 CT as well.
Oh,
Ugh.
That's kind of
unfortunate.
awkward.
Still should go down though. This could get dicey.
Nice.
Now you run away.
Oh, my goodness.
He spotted the boost.
So no one's below.
That's awkward. For you.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
But yeah, they're just too far. So they forfeit this round. NRG go up 5-0. At least we get an op and an M4 recovered for ENCE. They get to play this again.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh wow.
Oh, Tarek's playing this so smart too. Save both. Okay.
They're gonna save the op though, probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, as long as Circus doesn't go towards underpass, he should be fine.
Anyway, what an interesting round. Kill from a boost.
It was,
Spam
yeah.
kill.
Before they come into the site.
Yeah, basically the round was over before there was any commitment anywhere.
Nature of the beast, though, right? Overpass, a lot of designated boosts, lots of spam spots, lots of waiting for people to get boosted. There's so many. Now people are trying to go against the norm of like standing right by the wood, but standing on a teammate's head on an off angle to look through a different angle.
Sure.
Yeah,
to look
yeah.
through the door. Sometimes in heaven, trying to just line up a spam. It gets kind of annoying, but that short water control is so important because that's where you throw all your nades from.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if the ENCE guys will start doing like they have these pretty cheeky like anti-plays towards B short once they start recognizing that the T side is trying to take it over all the time. Where they just have a couple of really, really good flashes and they'll push in with like 2 guys. That third supporting from short, like deeper down.
Yeah. Nice bomb denial. So still alive.
Not too shabby.
Beat spotted.
Legs being spotted.
He's just gonna hope that he didn't see him.
He might just
Swing
sit
it up.
outside Monster for the rest of the round.
He's not. But
Oh, wow,
Well,
okay.
that couldn't have gone better.
He just
for ENCE.
runs there, huh?
It's actually a 2v2 right now, so
yeah.
we'll see if something crazy can happen. Ethan will be
dies
first to
here.
take contact. He's playing the headshot barrel, so he's
That's a
stuck
good
into a pretty powerful spot.
that's a very
It's going to be
powerful
very difficult to kill him from here, and it's a clean headshot to ensure his safety. But he gets traded 1-for-1. There's no kid, unfortunately, for LXUB, so it doesn't seem like there's hope in winning the round. Just run over both an op and a smoke and a Molotov. So
No, just a smoke.
just a smoke CZ, I see.
Yeah.
And he gets away pretty clean. Nice, not bad.
Yeah, for ZZ investment, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's getting really dicey here for ENCE too, because look at NRG's money overall. There's a lot of rounds here that
Yeah.
they would
Was
have
that
to reset them
16k
on.
on Cirque? Yeah, it is.
Wow, did he touch that? Yikes.
6-0-2 for Cirque right now.
Cirque was a big question mark, you know, coming into the event, and just because some of his LAN performances aren't that good, everyone knows he's good, but
Yeah, it just hasn't been living up to the same kind of form that we saw in 2018.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair,
I
is
mean,
really damn hard.
If you think
Yeah.
of this team, I feel like their biggest issue has to be like psychological side of things because of remember what happened at that minor last summer?
Oh,
Face it.
yeah.
oh my god. Lost to Complexity and United to get knocked
Yeah,
out of
so
Major.
like, and it's kind of been a bit of a trend in other situations as well, right? Where they've had the upper hand, they've been favorites, and just not being able to deliver. What happened at the previous major as well?
This major, yeah, so this major, they won the minor cleanly. They didn't
Yeah.
lose a single map.
Sure.
Then they won the first stage of the major without losing a single map, and then they went 0-3.
bombed out.
Yeah. So
My favorite part of all that was when Yanko put them as the 0-3 pick.
Oh, that was simply out
Just
of
because of Chet, because
Yeah.
Chet picked MIBR as the 0-3 pick last major, and then he was right about it. It's amazing. Like, wow.
the cheeky retweet on Twitter afterwards. So, yeah.
We don't deserve this kind of content.
Ariel's had a rough start.
How
to
did
the year.
He's 0-1 there?
He's 0-1-7.
Has he still been playing 80 hours a week?
Probably
Probably
I
had
don't
to-
know.
He said he played 160 hours in the
Yeah,
last 2 weeks before.
I mean he is a bit
last.
of an addict. So
That's awesome.
He does play a lot.
What more can you ask for?
gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
it looks like he took a step because the bullet went into the floor.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Wow. ENCE player is just getting melted.
Yeah, it's not a great look.
I also
Didn't
thought,
mean
like,
to rub it in.
every game ENCE has had so far, Ariel has had a really rough first half, but
Yeah.
then he makes up for it like threefold once they get into the second half. Might be too late. and
Really
I
gonna
guess,
have
like,
to make up for it, the 7-0
Yeah,
deficit
no.
on the
Yeah.
side. Really gonna have to step up.
I think like when they were playing Nuke versus Liquid, he had 4 frags or something in the first half, then ended up with 22.
Damn.
So
I mean, he plays a really pivotal part on that City side. He plays out guard,
yeah,
just hogs people. It has to do with a lot of confidence. So I don't think they would have really done that comeback if he hadn't had that amount
that's
of
fair.
kills.
Yeah.
So I hate to pry about this, but like, okay, so what's Ariel like as a person? What can you tell us about his personality? When he's like, if he's not on camera, just like, you know, just hanging out.
With the boys.
Yeah, what kind of guy is he? What makes him tick?
What kind of guy are you?
Makes
I feel like I talk all the time.
Yeah,
so you kind of have an
got that-
idea.
you got that verbal diarrhea
Well, he
going.
doesn't talk much, as you would expect.
So it's okay. So it's not like.
Well, actually, it's, you know, where the guys are actually pretty social when the cameras are not rolling.
Yeah, so I want to know about that, man.
But it's nothing to really write home about. Nothing special, honestly.
He's like a pretty normal guy.
yeah, just a normal guy, right?
Normal
Likes to
dude,
play a lot of
normal
Counter Strike.
Nothing
Just a
weird
cool
going
guy
on
plays
on
Counter
this.
Strike.
Just plays a lot of Counter
Man,
Strike.
that's hella relatable. You
But
know?
he's yeah, but he does have insane work ethic. He could just DM day in day out. So
By the way, I'm not
That's
sure
really
like
cool.
if this is like a concerted effort from like you guys like behind the team or something, but the fact that you started throwing out, you know, different players for interviews and basically like interacting with, you know, the viewers and or like the fans and everything.
Right.
More so. Is that like them pushing for it, like the players wanting to do so? Or is that you guys just like actually just
let's,
pushing them out into the spotlight?
put it this way, we've encouraged a bit,
Yeah.
bit of you know change.
Yeah.
Can't always be LXV
Yeah, no, exactly.
because you know you don't learn unless you do it. right? So
That's very true. Like, you feel more confident once you've like gotten the first interview out of the way. Like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, it wasn't that terrifying as you might have expected.
exactly.
Because I think it was like, yeah, for Blast Madrid when Ariel won the MVP, like he obviously had the interview with the desk afterwards.
Sure,
So it was like the first time you hear him speak, and God knows how long you're like, damn,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah, that's cool.
But
That's
yeah,
cool.
but he's able to answer for himself and everything. So
Yeah.
there's not like
I
this
think
mute.
it's part of the process as well. You can't just be a player, right? You need to brand
be-
yourself a
yeah.
little bit more. You need to get your face out there. People know.
People
like,
can
what you're
actually
like as a person and stuff. Like
Yeah.
relate to you a bit
That's
more.
the long-term plan, right?
Yeah, right. That's
have
the
to
whole
think
thing.
about
You
it.
can't just be on the server. It has to be.
And your content's doing really well, right? Like,
Yeah, and the cool thing is that actually, like, the first 6 months of the team was also documented by the Finnish TV channel Yle. They created a documentary that was like a 30-minute.
did that catch the major or like a long time ago?
This was like from the beginning of the team aim to until they won the Star Ladder last October.
Oh, boom.
So that was
That's
the
cool.
first 6 months, and then we started doing our own stuff in January, basically. So they got used to living with cameras in their faces for the first 6 months of their existence as a team.
Okay, so the first successful round that NRG have, or at ENCE, excuse me, they stop it in the default at least.
Well, let's see if it's a similar tale we had in the first map. It was 7-1 scoreline for
Yeah.
NRG. And
That's true.
Do you like playing from behind?
And then NRG got left in the
it
dust.
seems to be a bit of a thing for this team, yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's something we need to address. How to get the engines going from the get-go instead of halfway through the game.
Like
Would
what-
help.
Oh, like I'm not sure if you have the numbers in your head, and I haven't looked it up, but like your pistol stats roughly
Our shit.
pretty bad, yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
Dreadful.
Is that like a concerted thing you look
That's
through in
rough.
practice?
Because pistols are
I
kind of
was-
random, but you
I
gotta
don't know
stay
that
around
part.
50-50.
Yeah, because
Huh?
it's kind of wild.
Because pistols are kind of random, but you got to stay
Sure.
around 50-50, right?
Yeah. It's definitely not great.
Just got to kid them all out.
It's
5
become like a
deagles.
running joke at this point, right?
You're like,
Yeah,
haha,
maybe
guy's
5
so
Deagles,
funny.
why not? Huh?
You're like, haha, guy's so funny.
Yeah, exactly. Can we stop this, please?
You got even clauses in their new contracts.
get some-
Like every time you win a pistol round, you get like $500.
Maybe
There you
that's
go.
it. Maybe,
Incentive.
Maybe that's it. No, but I mean, the funny thing is we got some pretty good pistol players too. Like Ariel and Sergey, I think are really good. And Alexa B, especially with the Deagle, is
I think X7 is actually pretty
X7.
underrated. with
Yeah,
the pistol,
exactly. He's
yeah.
really good. So
It's not any bad
it
ones.
is. No, I mean, it feels like it's a bit of a
It's
pickle.
weird.
It
Yeah,
might
it's
just
weird
be
that you're not
unlucky,
winning
man. I
more.
swear pistols are random. Strats don't have to be complicated. Just gotta hit shots.
Sometimes. I mean, even if you don't, you just win sometimes. Like Exhibit A's Dirk on short.
All right, so
Wow, this
flash
is
take.
setup.
Yeah, there's a bunch of nades coming. It's a partial full execute, partial like running here. They
It's a nice flash.
smokes down on the site. Wow, but they want to isolate the player back dice, and they do both. They both the bank player. Even Circ gets a trade on Optimus, so that's the rotator coming in, leaving X7 alone to try to go for the retake. He's got stuff to lose. I think. Oh my God! Whoa!
Okay.
That could have been sick.
Started
then.
to believe.
I appreciated that.
Yeah, would have been a round with 4 alive.
Yeah. It feels dicey for me, like to see teams playing so passively, especially when you go up against a team like NRG who, again, are well versed on Overpass, and
Yeah.
again, like they're good with executes. If you give
Exactly.
them room,
I was
right?
gonna say, like,
To give 'em a
you
lot of
have to
space.
disrupt with them before they get to do this type of
They
execution.
Yeah,
threw,
'cause how
they
do you-
threw like they threw that smoke outside of bathrooms on the left side, but they didn't really play around it. They didn't have anybody pushed up onto the wall, standing on the dumps on the garbage, trying to fight. They fell back onto the site once that smoke was gone, and then played dice.
Yeah.
Which is not. It's just that's so easy for the tees.
Yeah,
It's like very few
The big
teams
thing
are-
is, I feel like
I like the energy to
either
execute too.
either you try to interrupt right before they get anywhere near executing, or you have to kind of find that timing. The split second when the smokes and mods are coming in, where you're just going to have a couple of sick flashes, you just kind of take aggressive moves, right?
Yeah.
You try to fiddle down the numbers as much as possible before they get the bomb site control, because inevitably they'll probably get it. I mean,
Yeah.
just how the A bomb site is set up, right? You're probably going to lose control as a CT unless you just dominate them
Yeah.
right before they get there.
And there's other things you can do too. You can hold on to short, so you can have a fast flank at least, and then play passive on the A site, so you don't lose too many people. Just kind of play retake a bit. It is quite an open site, so there's always that option. But props to NRG. They lose the one round, they come back strong the next one. A super good look on the A site, and I like the execute they use where they don't smoke off between long and the dice box, and then they use their long players and their players on
To pinch.
bathrooms to
Mhm.
like
Get an
kill the guy
angle.
dice
Yeah.
box. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
because sometimes you smoke that whole thing off, and then the CTs just start like spamming, lining up nades, just pretending they're going to go for a retake, and they get too much damage in for free.
Olive's done a bit of a mission here.
Mr. Shotgun.
It's like an alligator just...
Hello.
Alligator?
Alligator. Yeah. No, I've seen that. Wait, somebody made an alligator picture.
Really?
I'm pretty sure you're right, actually.
Yeah. I think that was when me and Connor were casting EPL, and we said alligator, and someone put his face on the head of an alligator.
Would have been so good if you used the auto shotty instead now.
There's another one. Oh, what's going on here?
Well, here's
Oh.
the alligator.
Olivera, I think was another one I asked for.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Gotta
of your
put some
best work,
Olivera
man.
on that.
Yeah, aloe vera. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, aluminium.
Aluminium. Okay. Nice.
How many of these do you got?
You're funnier
Those
than
are-
I thought, man.
That was
Keep
it.
going. Keep going. Yeah.
You know how it gets in Pro League, right? You gotta come up with stuff sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
gotta
was a big
entertain
plan.
yourself.
Put yourself out there.
I'm out. That's it.
All right.
That's everything.
We'll give you some time. I mean, we've given Henry time to figure out something for the quiz.
He's got it.
I've been actually, since we've been talking about that, I have a lot of questions prepared.
You've worked things up?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Oh my
good.
goodness.
Maybe we'll do a couple of them.
He's been back there plotting.
All right, we'll see if ENCE have something plotted for this round. At least more of an aggressive stance over towards A. Got one player up.
Can you tap the mic? I can't even tell if it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is, yeah?
Hello, is this
No,
thing
it's
on?
not-
Okay, yeah, they
Yeah,
just
yeah,
turned
yeah.
it down. That's what they did.
Oh, because maybe we.
They
They
heard
heard
our.
us,
Oh,
yeah.
again, Ethan's been finding like
Wow.
4 wall banks
Dude,
now.
he's been like Nico, just coming out short,
Yeah.
like bullying. Oh, that's a great spray. Holy smokes.
That's important as well.
That's a great spray.
They regain like short control for a time being. That's so big.
Some would say the next kill is very important.
That is very true.
A more kitschy commentator, you know? Not us.
Not us, no, obviously
No, we're
not.
very-
It's
we
the same
keep it
thing
fresh
with,
every
you know,
round.
always the same with like the pistol round is so important. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. It's the same thing with if you're an interviewer, right? Of like, how do you feel?
It's
or
tough.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
right? It's a very basic question, but I
Yeah.
feel like
It can
even
be
though you know
correct
the
at times.
answer,
Yeah.
like you just have to say it, right? Like
Sometimes, yeah. Oh, well, the body shots are in. Tarek goes out 1 for 1.
Alu's a
Wow, Alu really
madman.
wants to get in the fray. And he makes a ton of noise, but I guess he realizes this is a call to action. Unfortunately, Cirque is just given too much heads up by all of the Mala damage that was taken by him. And then X7 is here. And they do have him as a rotator because he did get short control, but there's no one else here to help him sandwich the players on the A side. It makes it a whole bunch harder for him to win this round. But he'll move in despite this. He's got an HE, and unfortunately no one's within 50. It's actually 2. That could have been cool if Tarek didn't move and he was moved over more to the right, but he's still got to split up this crossfire and a smoke to try to bait out some action, but Tarek from the bank in a very safe spot takes him out, and NRG get to double digits nice
Yeah.
and early in the 11th round.
What's that money looking like?
Not great on the side of ENCE.
for energy, we're looking at pretty decent. I think we have
They've
someone
been
5.9, 5K.
This is post-buy as
Yeah,
well.
we have a lot of money.
They've been
here.
getting
Max
so
seven out
many
again.
early round
They can
kills
buy
this
out.
game. It's
Yeah.
So many
not
early
even
round
funny.
kills?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan especially.
I don't know.
man.
Yeah, Ethan has like ESP going on.
Not say, young man. Got to stay healthy, guys.
Yeah, he brought that up, and he's just been pushing out short by himself, spamming through the wood.
Yeah. It's
And he probably feels so confident now. He's like, I know exactly
Yeah.
what they do. Like, this is my spot. So they're changing it up a little bit. There's actually 3 leading into B without the bomb. But what a shot from X7. Oh, my God.
It'd be too much.
And that'll be a little bit too much for Ethan.
It's so weird. Henry's just like somewhat talking in the
Having-
background,
having
but not
chats.
really. There we go.
You
Yeah,
know,
he's
I'm
having a
back,
chat
I'm
with
back.
James.
Yeah,
He's waking up, I was going to say, but having some banana and some nuts.
some nuts. Yeah,
So nuts.
You gotta have-
banana and nuts.
You got to have the
banana.
nuts
What
if
a
you have the
combo.
banana, you know?
Absolutely,
They just
absolutely.
go hand in hand.
Okay.
James is a very healthy boy, you know. Takes good care of himself.
Big, strong lad.
Big, strong lad, nice muscles, you know.
Nice muscles.
Probably from the banana and the nuts. You know?
Oh, God, man.
Back to
Anyway.
the game. It's
game of kind
4
of
on 4.
Do you imagine, someone at just the Arnold Classic just describing a bodybuilder and like, wow, nice muscles on this
Yeah,
one?
real nice muscles.
What do you mean? It's a compliment.
It is. No, it's very
men
plain.
never gets compliments. Have you noticed that?
That
we
is
never
true.
get
Who doesn't?
compliments. No, we never, ever.
Men?
I guess,
when,
well,
when a white man
You never get a
break.
compliment.
Yeah, no,
When
yeah,
did
we
you
have to
get a
live.
compliment?
Yeah, no, we try so hard too.
And it's weird, right? Like when you give someone a compliment, it's weird now all of a sudden. Anyway, this is a very important round 2-on-2 situation. Bomb down, ends very low here on HP. Looking pretty bad. Nice shot from Ethan. 2-on-1 situation, just leaving Alu
Oh,
alive.
man.
It's not gonna happen. NRG 11-1.
Are you gonna?
And we're back to the shit talking. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the bananas.
We're
I
doing
will,
a great
say
job.
though, like if you're not used to getting compliments from other guys, befriend Henry.
No,
Henry actually
I agree.
gives a lot of
yes,
compliments.
I agree. Yeah, Henry
Yeah.
is such lovely. I actually like do pay attention to you. Like he looks.
That's
at
because he
big-
always tears you down, and then he has to
Builds
build
you
you
up.
up a
Well,
little
I mean,
bit.
yeah, well, yeah.
Takes you
Yeah.
up a
I
little
was
bit,
gonna
and then
be
you don't
su-
notice. You think he's like a sweet guy.
You're seeing through my my offensive
That's
plan
what
here.
it
Like
is.
I think it's good at being a sociopath.
No, I think.
But it's very effective. I'll say that much. You know, Alex sees through as well. Machines called me out on it a few times, but
Oh yeah, I've been missed it for sure.
yeah.
Is
At
Ethan
least
gonna get
your work,
another
you
kill?
know.
He's never done that to me.
Oh.
It's just very nice to me. Always, every single time. Henry's just such a lovely lad.
Oh,
Loveliest of lads.
Now you sound like you're getting paid.
I gotta be professional here, Longers. You know.
This boost, if this gets another kill, they're gonna be
Again,
tilted.
I think every single
Daps-
round.
Yeah, it's been-
NRG's been
yeah,
getting
yeah.
it early
Did
pick.
Daps just win that in stairs or?
No, underpass, wasn't it? Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, stairs underpass, yeah.
There you go. We do get a 4-on-4. It's the same thing. Who did we watch yesterday on Overpass that did the same thing that just felt like, oh, it's Vitality. Just felt like they needed the entries of Saiwu just like pushing on mid every single round. It kind of feels similar to ENCE here. Like they keep on losing that entry of like wanting to make some plays.
This
Yeah.
is big though.
But
from
NG's been
Alu.
playing really smart here, you know, like they take over stuff fast and then just hold. Like we talk about. Nice job by Alu.
This is crazy. I haven't
big
seen
push.
ENCE down this many rounds in a long time. It's a lot.
Oh, breezy.
And it doesn't seem like.
The major final on Inferno.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Wasn't Liquid
Yeah, that was a
game,
quick Inferno.
Wasn't the Liquid game they just played this half was like 11-3 or something too?
12-3.
They played versus
12-3.
Liquid.
Yeah, on
okay.
Dust 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was when we were not casting. So.
All right, this is a good, promising sign.
There we go. Back on the board, 11-2.
Okay, so they win default again. They didn't. They haven't won a round versus an execute. They haven't won the round after the bomb is down.
They haven't won a lot of rounds. Just in
no,
total.
exactly.
Well,
There's,
the only
two on
time,
the
the only,
board.
the
Two on
only
the board.
kind of round
Let me remind
they
you.
haven't won a round versus a rush. The only kind of round they've won is versus a default. Like why they just win their individual duels.
And even
They
then,
at least
like,
traded it after they got the
I
fight
was
score
gonna
right
say,
away.
I was
so-
gonna say, even this round, they lost the entry there.
Yeah.
It's a 5-4 situation.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened on round 1, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like NRG's been getting those early picks a little bit too easy, especially towards the B short. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
Ethan's been terrorizing them.
Oh, Cirque, he's moving quick.
Oh,
X7's
Seven ready
been
for
aware,
it.
man. He's looking. He's gonna get the friend award of prescience. I'm telling you.
we forgot what that word was. We are trying to work out what your award was.
Yeah.
Earlier today, we couldn't think of the word.
Oh,
Prescience. Okay.
well, it's okay. I
Look,
keep
the Game
forgetting
Sense
the
award?
wet ass, whatever.
The sloppy
thing.
ass,
So-
I think it was called.
sloppy ass.
Who's that? The fifth flower and sloppy asshole.
Wet bottom.
no, that was the first round. You missed the name. Cirque.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, did you see it?
Oh, the Cirque round on pistol was insane.
Oh.
It was worse than Apex's round.
Yeah.
The-
With
yeah,
the
yeah.
MP9.
Absolutely.
You just gives
Well, he
them
answered
the
Yeah,
back.
Apex was
Oh,
just behind
it's
us, just FYI for people
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
obviously don't see it. No, yeah, we're
That's
good.
funny. That's funny.
It's all in
You
good
know,
fun, guys.
we asked NBK about that too, and he said he
Just
doesn't want to
like,
talk about
yeah.
it. So we got the
Just
finger.
left immediately.
Yeah, we got the middle finger from Apex. So I think it's
Hey, Twist said "fuck you" to me earlier.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
He's such a quiet,
He
like,
was sat
nice
here,
guy. Like,
and I just
never
called.
even
He
talks.
goes, "Oh yeah, we had the old liquid
liquid thing,
situation," and then he
uh-huh.
goes, "I said, oh, what liquid situation?" As a joke,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "Oh, fuck you."
Well, finally,
like,
someone
"What the-"
stands up for him.
I was like,
Damn.
"Jeez," I was like, "All right."
I respect that.
Alright.
Love you
In
some
fact,
of
I
that.
was- I
And then it took
respect
him
it.
about
I do respect it as
and
well.
then about 2 seconds before he excused, like
that
said
first
sorry.
time your son like shouts back at you, like
Yeah.
it's like, "Wow, all right."
No, it's funny because
Right.
both.
No.
I feel both Twist and Leash, you know, are less introverts. I guess, like more outgoing, like a little bit more like you would
Yeah.
never hear Twist say "fuck you" to you like 2 years ago.
Twist-
Yeah,
Not
they're not as
necessarily you,
timid
but to
Well, no,
anymore.
anyone.
they,
Yeah.
they come up here on the mic. Like,
That's what I
without
mean.
being
This is
invited.
great. Yeah.
No, the
really-
first time I interviewed Twist, Joka Steve told him in front
what's
of
going
me.
on the server, by the way?
It's a one-on-two situation
It's
here.
good night from me.
bombs.
Take it away, Nazi.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Bombs
a
down.
4-on-2, by the
Oh,
way.
was it okay? Well, let's talk about it.
Now it's a 1-on-2.
It's got to be a one-on-one.
Awkward situations here. Kind of testament to what's being done. Like,
Wow, just timing.
I might need to step into that room and
No,
you know,
it's
like,
like just be like.
Started to build up a bit.
what are you guys doing?
You can tell that that's just like just in the back of your mind, like of the fact of AK versus AUG. Like as soon as an AK drops your CT, you just pick it up. doesn't matter if you have an AUG. You
Yeah.
just take it. Like there, in
I
that
love
situation,
AKs.
like like you have an AUG already. You don't really need the AK.
Yeah.
If anything, that situation probably better with an AUG.
Well,
Depending on where
we
the
go.
opponent is.
I still
No,
think
you're
it's like the
splitting-
one.
You're really
one tap-
splitting hairs. Like it's so good.
It's the one-tap possibility.
I need to train.
You wanna? Well, we're
All
bringing in
right.
Josh here. Josh.
Got another game tonight. Got another.
We're negotiating with Steel right now, but
Yeah, we
oh,
haven't
that's
had-
quite a spray. Good hold here from Ariel.
It's a great splash from X7 as well.
Here, looks like it's that one for free. Okay, so 3v2 established. Lexi B will get one in the back, and there's 2 remaining coming out of Monster. He'll be
Well,
happy
they
to
don't
see
have
that,
Molly.
but he doesn't have a teammate here to help just yet, and Cirque make sure to be proactive in that situation.
They're not
Now, they
gonna
don't
expect
They
that.
don't know where Sergey's rotating in from, but it depends how long he takes if they're going to be aware of this flank. Hopefully, he's got enough time to at least make it competitive.
It's the
They'll
first
come
time
up
they've
around this.
rotated around for Monster.
So, yeah, it looks like they have no idea that this is happening, and it could be the spray down. He actually
Oh, no.
readjusts just in time to avoid taking even any damage.
Oh, why did he
He'll have a second fight as well.
Why did Ethan shoot?
Wow, that was
Might
pretty
have.
nicely done.
You could tell, like,
he thought he saw something.
Yeah,
Obviously.
exactly. Yeah, but like Sergey,
Kids see ghosts sometimes.
I don't know, like how he would have gotten up to short in that period of time, right?
Damn.
Because
Great
Sergey was
clutch,
not
though.
sure where he was.
I will say this much: a definite needed round. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It's why I get paid.
Yeah.
It's
What do you have to say about the pistol round?
No, I
coming
think
up?
the pistol round is so important
important.
for
It's
us
pivotal.
to
Can't
make the
overstate
comeback.
importance of the pistol.
Yeah,
round.
like I cannot overstate the importance of the pistol round for ENCE. We have to see something really sick here, because like if they want to make the comeback, the
Yes.
pistol round is like
I'm
Hit.
fired up.
so
Let's go.
important.
We'll allow it.
Yeah.
What words can we use to describe the pistol round? Pivotal, crucial, important.
really, really
Crucial.
Monumentous.
freaking monumental for the comeback.
Monumental for the comeback.
Yes.
There we go.
The Alpha Omega.
with the
Instrumental.
Yeah.
The yin to your yang.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the second half about to begin. It's currently
Whoa.
12-3 in
Haven't
favor of NRG. The North Americans are their home map, looking very strong right now. And I have to say, this pistol round is very, very crucial.
Wow, I feel like I've heard that before. That's so weird. I had deja vu.
Well,
Strange
It's
moment.
of most importance.
I'm the announcer now. I'm going to be the
most
voice of God.
important.
Yeah, you know what? It's a sight for sore ears.
I feel like Henry's voice would be like fitting on a jazz channel on the radio. Like,
Yeah.
He has the face for it, right?
Yeah.
So-
Oh! That's a
Right when he stepped
damn.
away.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's hard.
Nah,
He said it about
Dude.
CS
Really
Source, I'm
hard.
going to lose that.
dude,
What did he
Nazi
say?
just ripped your spine right out of your back. That
did he
was
say?
wild.
That was a
It's
fatality.
Say it again.
unbelievable. Just a
Oh.
knife in the back.
What
Crazy,
did
man.
he CS Source, I'm going to lose that.
Just
got a
joking with
VOD.
you, man.
No, we were complimenting
the-
your voice. Like we were talking about how like your voice would be very fitting. You know, at like a 2 a.m. jazz channel on the radio.
Is
Like
that what he went-
soothing
that's
An
what he
tones.
said?
absolute
No,
savage.
that's what we said, and then said like, yeah, he's got the face for it.
Well, I'm going to go speak to HR.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Henry has left the building in a very somber way as well.
Literally just left. Oh man.
Henry looked like he just saw some shit when he heard that.
Oh man.
I take very much pride upon my face. I spend all the time scrubbing it, cleaning it.
Yeah.
So,
You look like you moisturized, man.
I moisturize
Yeah.
3 times a day. So
What?
Really? Without any private
That's more
smoke,
than James Barloff.
Damn, James, did you do face masks?
Once
Like
a week
Barloff?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Nice
no, that's
charcoal.
fair.
Yeah.
Take
Charcoal,
good care of
okay,
yourself.
cucumber.
I use a lot of different products, lots
No.
of different potions and tonics. So
Fair
Some
enough. Take good care of
shamanistic
yourself.
Gin and
ingredients.
tonics and
What's
potions.
Keeps your face fresh.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Gin and tonic at night keeps the bed bugs away.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, Pistol Live is live here.
Alexi B,
oh,
the
no, he goes
mastermind, he's
down.
called to rush into the B site. They're running fast as they can. 250 movement speed, 245 with the Glock. Who's counting? They've got 3 players left, 4 on the side of the CTs. They've got pick control, heavy control, graffiti control. There's almost no way that ENCE will be able to win this round unless they go huge with the trades and dink in for Ethan. They might make this happen, but it's already another ENCE player to have been dispatched from the server. A nade will go off to the left side of the site. There's one player in pit who could maybe take this fight, and they're happy to do it because they've got this advantage, and a couple of headshots have come in. They started to become a bit more pacified in this situation. You don't think the CTs really want to get into the fray at this point on. They're given a lot of opportunities for the Glock shots, but the round is over. NRG win it 13-3.
That is our caster challenge winner, Launders, who is here.
Did you guys see
if you
that
guys
bumper?
want to get involved and follow him. That was a pretty good effort, actually. Not
Did
bad.
you guys see that blunder? ENCE had LXB actually ran out first there with all the utility, smoke and 2 flashbangs. He goes down first too, so they only pick up the smoke grenade, no
That's weird.
flashbangs. Yeah, that's really like it's.
Something's not
That's a bit of a brain
right.
fart, yeah.
No,
now.
that's what I mean. I feel like it does seem a little bit of a tilt, right?
I think he might have needed actually to walk into that room and shout a little bit
Yeah.
for them to
Hey
work
man,
hard.
listen, there's still time for that.
Yeah, no. Honestly, you could just save it for after the game and just be like,
yeah.
come on, guys.
But you're right, has not really been ENCE's game so far.
It's been horrible.
Don't get me wrong though, NRG's been playing
Sure.
really well. Let's not just be negative, like everyone else's here.
So
I heard.
just looking at Henry. Like,
I heard there was a lot of liquid bias, even though they were getting completely trashed before. That makes total sense since Moses was on the desk. Now that's not the case.
Yeah, I could definitely tell the favorism from the way he was talking.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I would be biased too. Why not? If we had a Swedish team.
I
here.
mean, I'm biased, so
no, that's all. Well,
fine.
that makes total sense.
You just got to be biased. Just that's how you feel, you know.
if I wasn't, I feel like that would be a little wrong.
Disingenuous. Just disingenuous. Everyone
Yeah.
would think you're fake. It wouldn't even make sense.
Yep.
What are we thinking here?
Oh.
Well,
They just got to go slow, right?
I mean,
you
it's a
can't just be
force
running
buy.
forward, deagling.
So where's that smoke going from Sergey?
CT spawn?
Is that going to be a whole smoke and just a pop flash over and hope for the best? Crossing fingers?
Hope to die.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe hope not to die.
yeah, that's the flash at least. No smoke used yet.
Thomas making a lot of noise on the site.
It's a pretty
Not
damn good
bad.
trade.
Okay. No, the
Well, they still
rotators
have the smoke on Sergey.
very standard rotates in. Bad Molotov. I mean, it's slightly
good.
off.
Yeah, that burns if you plans default.
At least move, yeah. And somebody, or sorry, Alexi B rotated routes along. I don't know if they saw him, but now that he's made his way all the way over to bathrooms as well, might buy him a bit of time. Half health. Oh, he's lined it up. Is getting unlucky
So
there? Or is he on?
close. It did. It hit Daps once.
That was about as good as you can do it. Like you try to
Yeah.
peek before the smoke plumes, you line it up, and then you just hope to God. Or a
that's fair
Buddha,
enough.
or whatever the god is in the ENCE logo.
Dude,
Well,
this is
could
such
you
a
explain
bad-
that for people who
Greek
don't know?
giant. The Greek giant.
The Greek
Giant.
I just want to call
Giant.
it Cthulhu. Like every time I see it.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, praise Cthulhu.
Well,
Is
that was a
ENCE
bit of a
Finnish
gamble.
word in general?
ENCE.
Yeah, does it mean anything?
ENCE is
What?
the beginning of the name of the god, right?
Oh, is that it?
Enceladus is the name of the
Oh, that's what I didn't know
of
that.
the Greek
Yeah.
giant.
It's like
It's
the-
also one of the stars of Saturn.
There
Oh,
we go.
interesting.
We're learning a lot today.
Moons?
Saturn.
Stars of Saturn? Moons?
Yeah.
What's a star of Saturn?
One of the planet, I guess. A star is a planet.
Oh, I think a moon. No? That doesn't matter.
It doesn't really
Whatever.
matter at this point, London. Can you do some more
Whatever. It's
casting,
in
please?
space.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's up
Yeah.
there.
It's an object out there.
I mean,
somewhere.
space doesn't exist, so what's the point of really getting into it at the end of the day?
Yeah, that is true. We are like flat Earth. all
I was
that.
gonna say, are you part of the Flat Earth Society?
I mean, I think round Earth theory is compelling, but
who's
let's be
who's
real,
got
guys.
they got members all across the globe.
all across the plane.
All right.
This is
Not working out.
I think this is most likely over.
Still a chance not to. Don't give up.
Hope dies last.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now they're gonna decide to split up. Bomb's been dropped in Monster or past Monster. That's a
just 5 CTs on that B bomb
slight
side.
issue considering the security around that bomb. But yeah, I guess ENCE might just hope to fire off a couple of shots, see if they can hold on to the AKs into the next round, and give it another go.
Henry, what do you think has gone wrong this game?
Oh, I see what you're doing there, Robin. You're trying to
No,
frame him in the bus. I can see what he's up to. And
How
that
about
is a
this?
classic
This is
fifth
payback
round
for
I will-
Fibbage when
the
he
more
takes
you-
too long to
when
put an
the
answer in, and then
guys
you're breathing down his
might
neck.
not
No,
be
because I will say this much, Henry.
This is what he's like. He's a piece of shit sometimes.
Oh, there it is!
he'll-
Wow, he
he'll
said
try-
earlier.
He's spotted me
Nice
looking at my
every
phone for a
time.
split second.
No, yeah, I've
and
been
he's
thinking
kinda
about
caught me
nice
out.
to Henry all day,
There
and
we
then
go,
he says
wow.
I'm a piece of shit. So
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm just saying
compliments me
sometimes. I
nothing.
don't think that you generally. I'm saying
No,
sometimes.
listen, I am done with you.
Okay, this is it. That's the end of the relationship. I'm fine with that.
No, the reason why I asked you was because I know that on ENCE's CT side, you were paying a lot of attention.
Oh, was I? I hate you so much. And you can say to me, he looks to you guys in the eyes and goes, no, I'm not a piece of shit, it's just Henry. Like, that's his proof right there. Like, this guy, man.
No, I was just trolling, obviously, Henry. He had much more important things to do than grabbing me a very refreshing beverage.
Yep.
Monster Energy.
Yeah, very lovely lad.
Speaking of which,
it's all
Oh,
just
yeah.
fun and games, of course.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank at this moment, Henry?
Monster Energy for keeping us energized, and Sennheiser, the official audio partner.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Breezy definitely had his
They spent everything they have. They just don't have much to show
ears
for
pierced.
it.
Anyway,
It's,
back to you guys in the studio.
A couple of Falmuses. And Sergey is dinks, and it just comes down to Alexi B. He's the one last player. With a good gun, he's got the AK, but he's out. It's a 16-3. Wow.
Damn.
Well, what can you say about that one, Henry?
Not much, really. It's one of those games where
No, not really much.
we
No.
don't really want to get too much into it. Natsu, like, how are you feeling right now? Are you fine with it?
What a shit game.
Yeah,
Bit of a
okay.
chicken.
I think we can all agree
It
to
was a bit of
that.
a non-starter, I would say. It didn't really ever get going.
No, I mean,
Yeah. So that
We'll
was a
see.
shame.
Well, how about this? Whoever comes in through this door first, we'll just try and grab for a quick little.
Regardless
What the fuck
if it's
happened?
winning team or for men's.
No, I mean they both won one map each. So
Yeah.
I feel like there is a question here of like maybe we can get one person per team.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
That's
that
a
be
good-
great?
good
And
shout.
just be like, hey, what do you think about like how this series went?
All right.
Because maybe there's like back and forth. Like, well, I think that round 9 of Train like went really south, and maybe like the episode you're like, well, fuck you. I don't
Yeah.
think that way.
Yeah,
That's
it's like-
what
Everyone start cussing
Yeah,
out
yeah.
Henry.
Let's start getting the arguments flowing.
Yeah,
That's what
like
this is all about.
really. Yeah, so let's wait. Let's
See what happens.
and then no
Yeah.
one comes in.
No, we gotta give it some time. You know, they're shaking hands. They're being friendly.
They may
We did
be.
a handshake camera at one point.
Yeah.
We were looking at that.
Oh,
Did that
wow,
die in the
okay.
flood?
Yeah,
Now, those are some nameplates.
we
And
do
then
have
we
some
have-
yeah,
we have-
live cams.
we have
here.
Moses
Natu's,
right
yeah,
here.
set
Yeah.
up right there.
It's kind of set up in like a pyramid formation. So at the very
Perfect.
top, you've got
The
here,
king?
in the middle, and then kind of going down. Kind
Well,
of works
Just
on
down to the other hierarchy.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is Moses in this pyramid? Is he just like a
He's my
spare
The
part?
king's hand?
my right hand man.
Okay.
But
there
he's
you
on
go.
my left hand side.
And hand to the
Okay.
king. That'd be hand to the king, right?
All right.
Oh,
Someti-
yeah.
Sometimes the more powerful
You can
position.
say something if you like. Yeah,
Oh, well, you-
he's shy.
They heard that. They heard the F word. Don't worry about it.
The flare.
Well, okay. Well, before I was gonna say before they show up, we don't even know if they're showing up.
Yeah.
But before they do, and if
What
they
would you like to do?
what closing thoughts? You know, in the
Um,
sense of like, I actually do feel like ENCE did.
I would like
pick up-
to bring up the leaderboard at this point if we can.
Absolutely,
That
yeah.
would be great just to see where the land lies at
Oh,
this
the
point.
standings,
That
yeah.
would be fantastic to see where everyone sits at this stage. If we can work on that, I know that's kind of a last second kind of request to the program. But
I will say ENCE was looking better on Train at least compared to yesterday. I missed the first series of NRG, but I think they played Inferno. Was it Overpass 2, which they lost both games? And then,
They did not play Overpass. They
no,
played
who did they play? Was
Nuke,
it
right?
Oh, was it Inferno Nuke? Oh, it's Inferno Nuke.
Yeah, Inferno Nuke.
Right.
I will say though, like I had I talked about it before the game got started on Overpass that I thought Energy hadn't looked as good on Overpass since they made the swap from Fugly to Tarek. No complaints after this one, obviously. Like
That was a good
I was
one,
pretty
yeah.
solid. Obviously, I'm not sure how reliable it's going to be for Ethan to get like 5 opening kills through a wall on short.
Yeah, but
you
if
know,
he can
going
be
forward.
trusted to do that by himself, that's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
chat, what's up? Yeah.
Hey, yeah, let's talk about
You
it.
must be
Yeah,
in a
sit
good
down.
mood. Let's
Wait,
hear
wait,
about
wait,
it.
here.
Yeah, decent mood.
Decent mood, yeah.
Okay. So we got
you can come
chat.
sit here,
Coach,
Rob, if you like.
coach of I'm a pet, or coach of I'm a pet. Coach
Coach of I'm a Pet, yeah.
Coach of
Coach of I'm
NRG.
a Pet.
Get
Down
Twista
for that.
as well.
Yeah. What? Nothing. Not much went wrong. What was key to a T side? What was key to your
Well,
T
let's start
side
with
there?
train, right? Let's start with the first map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
perfect.
I
You
was
want
sorry.
to wait until
I have
like, we get
to.
a next player?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, well let's grab like Alu. Or Twist. You want
Twista?
with Chet? Well, you can smoke in 2 minutes. What do you mean? You guys can wait. Not to get someone on the desk.
Yeah, force
yeah,
them.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Use that
Get on there.
owner
Yeah, get
ownership
on there.
power.
No, because we gotta throw the commercial after.
It'll take a couple of
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
bro, I
just
got a
2
match
minutes.
after
Just
this.
2 minutes. Super quick. Yeah.
We'll get it going real quick.
Yeah, I think this would be super fun because now we have obviously the two
Opposing
coaches from
sides.
both of the teams.
up?
Let's start with Train, right? Like how do you like we will put it on ENCE side first because they did win. How do you think Train went? And then we're gonna put the same question to chat. And like in terms of, I really want to get into like what do you think went good and what went wrong? Because when we can then put it on energy side,
We get the-
and really get some spicy moments here. I'm feeling like, you know, like really getting to the nitty gritty of
Just
things.
stirring shit, basically.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
So to answer the
That's what's
question on train, you feel like compared to yesterday versus Renegades, it did look a lot better today. What can you say about the train match today versus Energy?
Well, yesterday, obviously, we're a bit more tired. We're a bit more focused today, but the start is always hard for us. I mean, we always need that
8 round.
pressure that we really have to play. And when we got that out, then we started working really good together, like flashing to each other and talking more and taking angles better and rotating and stuff like that. So I think we played pretty good on train this time, but tomorrow will be even better.
Okay, there you go.
And then to put this now on chat, then trains Energy. What do you think?
I guess it went wrong for us. So I think we had some good momentum. It was like 7-2 or something, and then eventually they just started like splitting us pretty well. They like took a lot of attention outside and kind of faked us, and then they exploited inner off of that. So yeah, that was like I guess it's like their bread and butter against us, and yeah, they like really wrecked our CT side.
What happened on your T side?
T side, I mean, they just had like a really good T mid control. Their inner was like pretty secure as well. They're playing double inner with Alad right there, so yeah, everything was like pretty locked.
Did you have like a game plan coming into train today, well, like versus Energy, like specifically on that CT side, or would you just play your game?
Most of the parts we just played our own game. We had like a couple rounds that we knew that we want to do, and we did them. The other one didn't work so well, but the other one worked.
Awesome. And then let's move quickly on to Overpass. Obviously, it was a bit of a stomp, right?
What?
Well,
Overpass.
that's, yeah, we won't talk about it.
we
It's
played 2
Overpass. Well, they did. I don't know, you played one map. Yeah. let's start with Energy on this side first, because like this is the map that you guys won. Was there any preparation coming into this one, or just playing your game?
Watched like a demo or two, and then we just kind of did some defaults, and then we didn't really want to change too much, so we just kept like rolling with the defaults.
Is this still your home map, Overpass? Would you say is it the best energy
No,
map?
I don't
No,
think so.
Really?
no, not at all.
Honestly, I would say train, but they fucked us today. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Insightful. I like that.
Alright.
I thought at least like NRG. When I think of that team, it's like Overpass, where you made your name for yourself.
Yeah.
So like back in
Yeah,
the day,
I mean,
so.
I think with the old roster,
Sure.
Overpass for sure, but I think with this roster, it was train, but I don't
Train.
know anymore
Alright.
now.
Do you agree with, and this is like not a jab, but like, for example, Vanetta was saying that he felt like your Overpass maybe was a little bit better when you had Fugly. Is there like, is it still like being worked on a little bit? Is that why you're saying like I felt like Trey was a little bit better, or what can you talk about that?
Yeah, I think we still need to work on our CT setups. I think it's just a little lacking right now. We don't have too much practice on Overpass. We don't really get that many scrims on it, so yeah, we're just kind of working through it in the matches.
Awesome. Any additional questions, or you want to throw to a break, Henry?
I
Vandana?
think considering the schedule and these guys have done a great job so far. Thank you so much for joining us, and wish you luck in next games.
Thank you.
And Dati did a good job as well. Thank you, Natty, for joining us.
No worries.
And
Good
before
man.
we go, I'm just going to do some sponsor call-outs. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Monster Energy, for keeping us energized throughout the event, and Sennheiser, the official audio partner of BTS. If you want to enter our giveaway, that is live right now. Enter to win a Sennheiser GSP 600 as modeled by Vendetta, a limited edition, and limited edition CS Summit merch at bts.gg/CS giveaway. That's bts.gg/CS giveaway. We haven't plugged this very much, so if you do it right now, you probably have a good chance to win it. Like we're really bad at our job. We haven't plugged this at all. So
We've messed
let's
up.
get on with it, and we'll throw it to a break and be back with the next matchup with NRG versus Ghost Gaming, and there's a lot on the line. Remember, 2 teams are going home tomorrow, so we'll be right back with the next game.